Ladies and gentlemen, let me make one thing crystal clear. You are either the attacker or the attacked. Life doesn't wait. Life doesn't pause. Every second you hesitate, it rewards someone else who didn't. You're either making moves or you're being moved. You were not born to coast. You were not born for Netflix and dopamine addictions. You were born to build, to break, to bleed, and to win. The world respects action, not intention. Attack life relentlessly, mercilessly, because that's the only way it gives you anything back. The world has sold you the biggest scam of all time. Comfort equals happiness. You've been conditioned from birth to believe that the goal of life is to relax, to enjoy, to find balance. But let me tell you the truth, no school, no teacher, no politician, and definitely no weak man will ever tell you comfort is a trap. It's a beautifully packaged prison cell. You don't grow when you're comfortable. You don't evolve on a beach with a cocktail in your hand. Nothing meaningful happens when you're at ease. Growth, power, dominance, they're all born in suffering, in struggle, in relentless repetition. The moment you feel comfortable is the moment you stop sharpening your blade. You think lions get strong lying under the sun all day. No, lions hunt, lions fight, lions kill or get killed. That's nature, and whether you like it or not, you're an animal too. You're in the jungle of capitalism, social pressure, global competition, and digital warfare. You're not safe, you're just distracted. People worship comfort like it's a god. Soft pillows, fast food, binge-watching shows, scrolling dopamine hits, skipping hard things because you don't feel like it. That's not self. Care, that's slow suicide. Every second you avoid doing what needs to be done because it's hard, someone else out there is doing it. They're suffering now so they can rule later. You're getting ruled. Here's the reality. The men you admire, the men you fear, the men who built empires, none of them lived in comfort. They trained their minds and their bodies to thrive in chaos. They built strength by living in pain. The Navy SEAL doesn't become elite because of motivational quotes. He becomes elite because he learns how to stay calm in hell. Weak men love comfort because it gives them excuses. I'll go to the gym when I'm ready. I'll start the business when I feel motivated. I'll learn the skill when I have time. But the truth is, if you need comfort to take action, you'll never take real action. Winners move in spite of pain, not because they're free from it. Do you know why you're broke, why you're average, why you're frustrated? It's because you feeling good now over becoming great later. You keep taking the easy path because it feels nice, but the easy path always leads to regret. You'll lie on your death bed knowing you could have done more, and no amount of comfort will save you from that crushing truth. There's no achievement, no respect, no greatness in your comfort zone. You want a powerful body, it's built in discomfort. You want high income, that's made through risk, failure, rejection, and insane hours. You want inner peace, that's earned by going through storms, not avoiding them. Every time you run from discomfort, you run from your potential. Let's talk biologically. Your brain is wired for survival, not success. It wants to conserve energy. It wants rest, pleasure, food, and safety. That's why your instinct is to avoid anything hard. But you are not a slave to your biology. You are a man, and your power lies in overriding your instincts with discipline. When your body says no, your mind must scream go. The modern world wants you to stay weak. That's why comfort is sold everywhere in ads, apps, politics, even relationships, because a comfortable man is a controllable man. But a man who willingly embraces pain, who chases challenge, who looks hardship in the eye and laughs that man can't be stopped, that man becomes a weapon. You must become addicted to discomfort. You must train your mind to see pain as progress. Every moment of struggle is building your capacity. To dominate, you think lifting heavy weights is about muscles. It's not. It's about proving to your mind that you can do what's hard, that you can suffer and keep going. That mindset transfers to business, relationships, war, everything. No one's coming to save you. No one's going to hand you strength or discipline or success. You must earn it through deliberate pain. Every day, do something uncomfortable. Wake up early. Take cold showers. Lift heavier. Learn longer. Work when others sleep. Speak when others stay silent. Lead when others follow. The more you embrace discomfort, the more you build the mental muscle to destroy your old self. You want to change your life, then kill your love for comfort. Comfort is a lie whispered by weak men to justify mediocrity. Burn that lie to the ground. Step into the fire. Get addicted to the grind, because in that discomfort you will find The version of you the world fears, that's where strength lives, that's where legacy begins. They tell you freedom is doing whatever you want, sleeping in, eating junk food, skipping the gym, playing video games for hours, taking it easy. That's not freedom, that's slavery, slavery to impulse. Weakness and chaos. Real freedom is the ability to control your mind and body so that no external force, no emotion, no distraction, no craving owns you. That's discipline, and discipline is the highest form of freedom. Most people are trapped. You see it every day. They wake up tired, they hit snooze, they drag themselves through a day they didn't plan, to do work they don't like, for people they don't respect, earning money that disappears the second they touch it. Then they relax by numbing themselves, scrolling, eating, watching, wasting. That's not living. That's surviving on autopilot, and it all happens because they lack the discipline to take control of their life. You want to be free, then master yourself. Because a man who is not disciplined is a man who is owned by laziness, by anxiety, by other people's agendas. You can't own a business, a body, a mission, or a dream until you own yourself first. That starts with building discipline like a muscle. Every rep counts. Every decision to do what's right over what's easy makes you stronger. Let's be clear, discipline is not motivation. Motivation is a feeling, it's a spark, it's unreliable. It disappears when things get hard, but discipline is the weapon you carry when everything goes dark, when you don't feel like it, but you do it anyway, when the comfort of quitting is screaming in your ear, but you choose the grind instead. That's what separates winners from everyone else. You think most successful men in the world feel motivated every day? No, they don't wait to feel good. They act regardless of how they feel. They build systems, they show up, they train, they execute. That's why they win. Because while most people are looking for the perfect moment, the disciplined man is creating it through action. Freedom is not the absence of rules, it's the ability to enforce your own rules. When you wake up at 5 a.m. by choice, you gain an edge over every man who slept in. When you train your body, read books, build skills, grind when it's boring, you separate yourself from the herd. That's the path of King Self-Rule. The man who cannot rule himself will always be ruled by someone else. Discipline is what turns chaos into control. When your emotions try to derail you, discipline brings you back. When distractions pull you toward weakness, discipline reminds you who you are. It's the anchor that keeps you focused in a storm. The gym isn't just about reps. Business isn't just about profit. Waking up early isn't just about time. All of it is about proving to yourself daily that you're the one in command. You want power, then delay gratification. You want respect, then do what others won't. You want peace, then earn it by crushing the voice inside you that says, take it easy. Nothing in this life is free. Everything has a price. You either pay now with effort or you pay later with regret. The weak man avoids discipline and gets punished by life. Strong man embraces discipline and collects the rewards others only dream about. Look at your life right now. Look at the habits. Are they building you or breaking you? Are you in control or are you being controlled? Every skipped workout, every lazy decision, every time you choose temporary comfort over long-term growth that compounds, your future is being shaped by those small daily choices. That's the truth no one wants to hear. Your future is not decided by luck. It's decided by your discipline today. Discipline is not harsh. It's not punishment. It's self-respect. When you are disciplined, you're telling yourself, I'm worth the effort. My future matters. I'm not a victim of my emotions. I'm a creator of my destiny. The man who lives with that mindset doesn't beg for opportunities, he creates them. He doesn't chase validation, he commands respect. So wake up, build your routines, master your time, cut out the noise, train your mind like a weapon. Discipline is not optional. You want to win, it is the foundation of every victory, every empire, every legacy. There will be days you're tired, good, go harder. There will be days you want to quit. Excellent, keep going, because every day you stay disciplined, you're building a version of yourself no one can break. No excuses, no shortcuts, no softness. The world doesn't need more comfortable men. It needs disciplined ones forged by will, focused by vision, and fueled by purpose. That's what makes you truly free. Most people spend their whole lives running from pain, avoiding failure, hiding from discomfort. shielding themselves from rejection, quitting the moment it burns. But what they don't understand is this: pain is the only real teacher that never lies. It exposes who you really are. It shows you where you're weak, where you're soft, where you're blind. And if you listen to it, if you face it, instead of fleeing, pain will build you into a weapon. School didn't teach you what real life feels like. Your friends won't tell you the truth. Motivation videos won't save you. But pain is honest. When you're broke, it shows you what you didn't learn. When you're out of shape, it shows you how lazy you've been. When you get betrayed, humiliated, overlooked, that sting you feel, that's reality. That's the raw, unfiltered signal that something in you needs to change. You don't grow in pleasure. You don't evolve in peace. You grow through hardship. Think of every version of yourself that improved. It was forged in moments of crisis, when everything was falling apart, when you were embarrassed, exhausted, heartbroken, or doubted. That was the moment the fire inside you was either lit or extinguished, and most men let it die. But the few use that fire to rebuild themselves stronger. When you avoid pain, you avoid growth. If you skip the gym because it's hard, you skip strength. If you don't build a business because you're afraid to fail, you stay poor. If you don't take risks because rejection hurts, you stay invisible. But when you take the pain head on, you learn, you adapt, you develop calluses on your mind, and those mental scars, those are your stripes. That's how you earn your next level. Most people confuse pain with punishment. It's not. Pain is feedback, it's data. You touched the fire, you got burned, good. Now you know where the flame is. You launched a business and failed, good. Now you know what doesn't work. You got cheated on, good. Now you understand how weak your boundaries were. Pain is not your enemy, it's your compass. It tells you what matters. Let me tell you something personal. I didn't become who I am by winning all the time. I became who I am by hurting and refusing to stay broken. Every man who has ever conquered anything in life has done so after eating shit for years, failing, falling, bleeding, doubting, and pushing through anyway. Because pain isn't the end, pain is the initiation. Weak men cry when it gets hard. Strong men calculate. They say, good. This pain is teaching me something I couldn't learn while I was comfortable. The gym doesn't give you results until it hurts. A cold shower doesn't shock you into discipline until it stings. Learning doesn't reshape your mind until it breaks your ego. Pain breaks the old you so the new you can't rise. But society has trained you to avoid all discomfort. Numb yourself, take pills, blame others, watch something, swipe endlessly, do anything, just don't feel. That's why most people stay trapped in the same weak cycle for years. They'd rather escape pain than master it. But the high-level men, the winners, the warriors, they lean into the pain. They hunt it, knowing that on the other side of it is their edge. The strongest men are the ones who have suffered the most and didn't run. Pain forged them. Every heartbreak taught them focus. Every failure taught them strategy. Every betrayal taught them independence. Every hard lesson made them sharper, more ruthless, more unbreakable. So next time pain knocks, don't flinch, open the door, invite it in. Ask what it came to teach you, and here's the deeper truth. Pain is permanent only if you waste it. If you ignore it, numb it, deny it, it lingers. But if you face it, if you do the work, physical, mental, emotional, it transforms. Pain becomes purpose, suffering becomes structure, chaos becomes clarity. You stop being a victim of pain and you start using it as your forge. There's no greatness without suffering. That's not poetic, that's physics. Pressure creates diamonds, resistance builds muscle, fire hardens steel, and life will keep testing you with pain until you either collapse or conquer. So stop running, stop whining, stop pretending pain is unfair. Life isn't fair, it's brutal, but pain is your mentor. Embrace it, respect it, study it, and then become so powerful through it that the next time it comes, you smile because you know what it's here for. It's not here to break you, it's here to build you. Wishing is for the weak. Hope is the religion of cowards. Every man on this planet wants more money, more power, more women, more respect, more freedom. They wish for it, they visualize it, they pray for it. But the truth, the universe doesn't care about what you want. It only rewards action. It only responds to force. You don't get what you wish for, you get what you fight for. Every man has dreams, but most never leave the dream a stage. They imagine the car, the mansion, the perfect life, but when it's time to get their hands dirty, to suffer, to sacrifice, to go to war, they fold. Why? Because wishing feels good. Fighting doesn't, but fighting is the price of entry. Battlefield is where men are separated from boys. Talk is cheap. Blood is expensive. Your results in life are a direct reflection of how hard you're willing to fight for what you say you want. If your bank account is empty, if your body is weak, If your mind is foggy, it's not because the world is unfair, it's because you haven't earned anything different. The universe gives exactly what's deserved, no more, no less. If you want a different result, you need to apply more force, more intensity, more discipline, not more wishes. Success is not a lottery, it's war. You either dominate or you get dominated, and every second you spend sitting around hoping something good will happen is a second. A stronger man is out there fighting for what you want. While you're dreaming, he's working. While you're hesitating, he's moving, and that's why he wins. Not because he's lucky, but because he's willing to bleed for it. Wishing gives you the illusion of progress. It makes you feel good without doing anything. That's why most people never escape average. They wait, they wish, they delay. They convince themselves that the stars need to align, that timing matters. But the man who fights doesn't wait for stars. He grabs the sky and rips it down with bare hands if he has to. You want a better life? Then stop speaking like a beggar and start acting like a warrior. Stop saying I hope and start saying I will. Stop visualizing and start executing. Your vision means nothing without action. You could sit in a dark room and manifest success all day long, but the man who's out there training, building, selling, studying, he's going to bury you under his results. And don't confuse motion for action. Some of you are busy but not effective. You scroll through content about success but never build your own. You study business but never launch. You dream of being rich but won't suffer through the boring, brutal grind it takes to earn it. Success doesn't reward the man who does a little. It rewards the obsessed, the possessed, the savage. You think becoming a beast is a one-time effort. You think you can punch in for a few months and coast for the rest of your life. Wrong. Life is a daily war. The man you were yesterday is your enemy today. And if you don't wake up every single day ready to outwork that version of yourself, you will lose to someone who will, period. You don't get results for trying. You get results for conquering, and conquering requires obsession. You need to be the kind of man who doesn't stop when it's hard. He starts when it's hard. You don't cry when it hurts. You get excited, because that means most people quit right here. And every time they quit, your advantage grows. The truth is simple. Life is brutal and it owes you nothing. But that's not bad news. That's your greatest weapon. Because the second you stop expecting, stop hoping, and start fighting, life becomes yours to bend. The weak wait for handouts. Strong take what they want. There is no shortcut, no secret, no easy path. The price for everything you want is pain, sacrifice, and ruthless effort. If you're not willing to pay it, you don't deserve it. If you are, no one can stop you. Not your past, not your parents, not your environment, not your excuses, just pure, unapologetic will. So stop sitting around like a boy waiting for permission. You don't need luck. You need war mode. Decide what you want, prepare to suffer for it, and go take it day after day, without apology, without excuse, without delay. Because you don't get what you wish for, you get what you fight for. You think you're safe because you're not in a cage, because there's no physical war outside your house, because no one's kicking down your door. That's an illusion. The war is still happening. It just looks different now. It's psychological, financial, cultural, mental. Every second of every day, you're either attacking life or life is attacking you. There is no middle ground. Neutrality is a myth. If you're not making deliberate moves, if you're not imposing your will on the world, then the world is imposing its will on you. If you're not shaping your environment is shaping you. If you're not mastering your mind, someone else is programming it. That's the game, and you're in it whether you like it or not. Weak men wait. They wait for inspiration, for signs, for better conditions, but life doesn't wait. It comes at you fast through bills, betrayals, bad luck, lost time, broken health, unexpected crisis. If you're not prepared to attack back, you'll drown. This world eats the unprepared, the passive, the soft. The second you stop being aggressive about your own life, you become prey to everything around you. Success is not a defensive sport. You don't protect your way to power. You earn it by putting yourself in uncomfortable, competitive, even dangerous positions and refusing to back down. You go after your goals with calculated violence. You hunt them like prey, because if you hesitate, someone else, more ruthless, more disciplined, more prepared, will take what was meant to be yours. You want financial freedom, then attack the skills, the opportunities, the market. You want a powerful body, then attack the weights, the diet, the training. You want self-respect, then Attack your excuses, your softness, your distractions. Every area of your life requires offense. You're not going to receive greatness. You're going to conquer it. Too many men walk through life in passive mode. They let things happen. They let people talk down to them. They let situations unfold. And then they act shocked when their life sucks. Of course it sucks. You weren't in control. You didn't attack. You let everything around you shape you, and in doing that, you became a reflection of your circumstances, not the architect of your destiny. You cannot be neutral in a world that is trying to weaken you. This society is built to make men soft, obedient, distracted, and addicted. You think you're making your own choices, but every scroll, every ad, every algorithm is attacking your attention, your time, your values. If you're not deliberately defending and counterattacking, you are being programmed and destroyed piece by piece. To win, you must go into every day like it's a fight. Your time is being attacked, so schedule it ruthlessly. Your mind is being attacked, so guard it with discipline. Your body is being attacked, so train it like a weapon. Your legacy is under siege, so build it like a fortress. Anything less than that and you're already losing. You just haven't realized it yet. This doesn't mean being angry all the time. It means being strategic, deliberate, and intense. It means you wake up with intention and move with purpose. You don't let life happen. You make life bend to your design. You become a man of force, of decision, of action, not reaction. The men who win in life are not the ones who sit around waiting for things to get easier. They are the ones who move forward while it's hard, who take territory while others sleep, who build while others doubt, who speak while others stay silent. They attack not because it's safe, but because it's necessary. And let's be clear, this isn't about hurting people. It's about never allowing the world to hurt you without your permission. You train yourself to be dangerous, not to dominate others, but to ensure no one ever dominates you. You sharpen your body, your mind, your wallet, your network, until the very idea of being controlled disgusts you. You don't want to wake up one day and realize life passed you by, not because you weren't good enough, but because you were too passive to claim what was yours. Regret doesn't come from failure. Regret comes from inaction, from knowing you had the chance to fight and didn't. So stop hoping, stop drifting, stop absorbing and start attacking. Build, lead, train, confront, dominate, move like everything depends on it. Because it does. The man who waits gets nothing. The man who attacks gets everything. You're either the hammer or the nail. Attack or be attacked. So now you know. Comfort is a lie. Discipline is the path. Pain is the teacher. Wishing is worthless. And if you're not attacking life, it's attacking you. This world doesn't care about your excuses. It doesn't hand out trophies for potential. It rewards execution, ruthlessness, willpower, grit, relentless action. You either rise above the average or you drown in it. There is no safe place. There is no waiting room for success. There's only battlefield, and you're either dominating or getting dominated. You've been lied to by society. They told you life was about happiness, about comfort, about waiting. That's why most men are broke, lost, forgotten, and soft. But you're not most men, not anymore. Now you understand the rules of game. Now you know that to win, you have to go all in, with pain, with discipline, with war in your heart and fire in your blood. You don't need more motivation. You don't need another second to think. You need to act. You need to attack, because no one is coming to save you. No one is coming to hand you your dream life. It's sitting out there right now in the hands of a man more aggressive than you, more focused, more obsessed. So what's the move? Wake up earlier, train harder, learn faster, speak less, move with precision, fight for what's yours. Do the work that breaks you until it builds you, and when it hurts, good. Let it hurt. That's the pain shaping the future king inside you. That's the discomfort forging the savage you were born to become. Attack life, every hour, every day. No permission, no mercy, no breaks. Because the man who attacks life owns it.